Mars was once covered with rivers, lakes, and possibly even massive oceans. Today it looks like a frozen desert where almost nothing can survive. Somewhere between those two versions of Mars, an entire world changed catastrophically. And scientists are still trying to answer one terrifying question: where did all the water go? Right now, beneath the dusty red surface of Mars, there may still be enormous amounts of hidden water locked away in ice, underground minerals, and possibly deep reservoirs below the planet's crust. For decades, Mars looked dead. Dry riverbeds, giant canyons, and cracked landscapes hinted that liquid water once existed there, but scientists needed proof. Then spacecraft orbiting Mars and robotic rovers began uncovering evidence that completely changed humanity's understanding of the planet. Ancient shorelines, mineral deposits, and sediment layers revealed something astonishing. Billions of years ago, Mars was much warmer and wetter than it is today. NASA missions discovered minerals like clays and sulfates that usually form in the presence of water. Some rocks examined by rovers showed clear signs that liquid water once flowed across the surface for long periods of time. That means early Mars may have had conditions capable of supporting microbial life. And that possibility changed everything. Scientists now believe Mars once had lakes deep enough to last millions of years. Some studies even suggest a giant ocean may have covered much of the northern hemisphere of the planet around 3 to 4 billion years ago. Imagine standing on ancient Mars, clouds moving across the sky, rainfall hitting rocky terrain, rivers carving valleys through the landscape. A world that may have looked more Earth-like than the frozen wasteland humans see today. But Mars had one major weakness Earth does not. Its magnetic field collapsed. Earth's magnetic field acts like a protective shield, blocking much of the harmful solar wind from stripping away our atmosphere. Mars lost most of its global magnetic field billions of years ago, leaving its atmosphere exposed directly to the sun. Over time, solar winds slowly eroded the Martian atmosphere into space. As the atmosphere became thinner, temperatures dropped dramatically. Water on the surface could no longer remain stable for long periods. Much of it froze into ice or escaped into space. In other words, Mars may have died because it lost its protection against the sun, but scientists kept finding clues that the story was not over. Orbiters detected huge amounts of frozen water trapped in the polar ice caps. Beneath the surface, radar instruments discovered evidence suggesting buried glaciers and underground ice deposits across large regions of the planet. Some of this ice is so extensive that future astronauts could potentially use it for drinking water, oxygen production, and even rocket fuel. Then came one of the most controversial discoveries. In 2018, researchers using radar data from the European Space Agency announced evidence of a possible liquid water lake buried beneath Mars' south polar ice cap. Later studies suggested there may be multiple underground lakes or highly salty reservoirs hidden deep below the ice. Not all scientists agree with the interpretation, but the possibility remains extremely important, because where there is liquid water, there is at least a chance for life. Even on Earth, microbial organisms survive in extreme environments once thought impossible, deep underground, beneath Antarctic ice, and near toxic hydrothermal vents. That means Mars might still contain hidden microbial life protected beneath the surface, and scientists are actively searching for it. NASA's Perseverance rover is currently exploring Jezero Crater, an ancient lakebed believed to have once contained a river delta billions of years ago. The rover is collecting rock samples that future missions may eventually bring back to Earth for detailed analysis. Those samples could contain chemical signatures or fossil evidence from ancient Martian microbes. If that happens, it would become one of the most important discoveries in human history, because it would mean life did not begin only once in the universe. But Mars still hides dangerous mysteries. The planet experiences enormous dust storms that can cover the entire world for weeks. Radiation levels on the surface are far higher than on Earth because of the thin atmosphere and weak magnetic protection. Temperatures can plunge below -100 degrees Celsius. And despite all the evidence of ancient water, scientists still do not know exactly how much water Mars originally had, or how much may still remain underground today. Some researchers now believe massive quantities of water may be trapped inside minerals deep within the crust itself, effectively hidden inside Martian rocks. That means Mars could still be holding secrets far beneath its surface that humanity has not yet uncovered. A planet that once may have had rivers, rainfall, lakes, and oceans became cold, silent, and nearly lifeless. And yet traces of its watery past remain everywhere. Frozen under ice, locked inside rocks, buried beneath ancient landscapes, waiting for humans to finally uncover the truth. If scientists eventually discover even microscopic life beneath the surface of Mars, would that prove the universe is already full of life? Follow for more mysteries hidden in space.